Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, what do you think this is? I just got out of the yard. Let's see. Mm, Green, earthy kind of flavor. It really doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, to tell you the truth, in general. But this is a vitamin-packed, wonderful plant, which we have two trees of in our yard. One in the front yard and one in the mowing strip, actually, in the front. And I tell you, this is Moringa. And Moringa, I know people who live on an island, which is a bigger island than we have, not too far from here. And when times were hard, they survived on this plant completely. And it is a plant. It's, some people call it a tree, but it's really not a tree. It's a shrub, and where they grow it to make moringa powder and that type of thing. They keep it cut really close to the ground, and they want these tender little pieces. Those are the best. This is the really great stuff. But even in the tree part, the trunk and stuff, if you let it grow big, that fibrous part is actually edible too. There's nothing that's not edible in this plant. This is amazing. It's been used for 4,000 years, and India, Pakistan, Nepal, now growing in the U.S. and the Caribbean here, South America now, and in Africa it's been around for a long, long time. They call it horseradish tree, drumstick tree, or sometimes miracle moringa. And I'm telling you, this is good stuff. Really great. And I highly recommend it. And it's packed full of vitamins and minerals. 1 cup of moringa contains 2 grams of protein and has 20 different types of amino acids, rich in B vitamins. It has lots of vitamin E for sexual health and good skin, which really great. Also calcium, and I'll get into that more. If you have osteoporosis, you might want to take some moringa because there's a lot of calcium in it. Potassium, a lot of potassium. Rich in vitamin C, about 150 times your daily needs in a cup. Wow. Lots of iron and copper for anemia, magnesium for enzyme production, vitamin A or beta carotene, a lot of it, and lots of zinc for preventing colds and flus and boosting up your immune system. It contains 3.5 times the amount of vitamin A or beta carotene as found in the carrots. Wow. 7.5 times the amount of vitamin C found in an orange, 7.5 times. 3.6 times the amount of calcium found in a glass of cow's milk. I don't drink cow's milk, but that's a lot of calcium. Yeah, and like I said, if you have osteoporosis, this is a great thing. It has 2.9 times the amount of potassium that's found in a banana. Well, that's a huge amount. Great for cardiovascular health, good heart contraction, water regulation, really good. And twice the amount of protein found in a glass of milk. So it's pretty amazing stuff in general. I'm telling you, this is why we grow it around here. In fact, I figure it this way. If it ever gets really hard on this island, we can survive on those moringa trees. And it'll grow just about anywhere. I'm telling you, it likes subtropics and tropics. But if you even put it in your greenhouse or in a pot in your house, it'll grow. It's like a weed. You got to cut it down. It grows so fast. It's amazing. And you can cut it completely back and it'll sprout right back up. And it also has pods, which are edible too. And pretty amazing stuff. It boosts up our immune system, giving our IgA a boost and IgG a boost, which is really important. Full of 30 different antioxidants, where like quercetin, one of the greatest places for quercetin, which is a powerful antioxidant, and I highly recommend quercetin. Also, chlorogenic acid, which is really good for regulating blood sugar. Lots of flavonoids and polyphenols, uracil, camphorol, beta-styrosol, zeaxanthin, a whole plethora of antioxidants, which is amazing. And a study with people with diabetes showed that giving 50 grams of moringa reduced their blood sugar by 14 to 21%. That's a big drop, really. So it's really good for those who have blood sugar problems, and I highly recommend it if you have diabetes that you take some moringa every day. It contains a melantholic extract, which lowers blood glucose. Getting tongue-tied there. What do you say? Anyway, it also antispasmodic. If you have a GI tract that's bothering you, you might want to take some really great moringa powder, or if you have the fresh, it's really great. Always better than the fresh. You know, if you can grow your own, it's really nice. But if you can get a good powder, I have not found a bad powder, to tell you the truth. It's pretty easy to dehydrate. I'm telling you, just take it and put it in the shade, let it dry, put it in your blender and grind it up, and make it into a powder you can add to your smoothies and that type of thing. Or you can put it in capsules if you don't want to take it that way. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory, and all these antioxidants help to get rid of inflammation and help to prevent disease, because inflammation is the first step towards disease. So it's really important to get rid of that. The Journal of Cancer Prevention showed that it contains so many antioxidants that it helps to prevent cancer in general. So that's really a powerful thing. Great for the skin and hair. I just hoping to have some. And it has a lot of natural compounds which are antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral, which help to prevent infections of the skin, and that's really important. Stabilizes your mood and protects the brain in general, and it helps with neurotransmitters and helps to create more serotonin in the brain so you feel good. Really important. I'll tell you, it's really important. Also helps to prevent kidney stones with all these anti-inflammatory agents in, and it also boosts up your sex drive. If you are feeling a little low in that sex drive department, you want to take some moringa. Also balances hormones and helps with menopause, and they did a lot of studies in the Journal of Food Science and Technology showing that it actually slowed the aging process and worked really great for balancing hormones and help women to get their estrogen in the right area, so they felt good. Their skin is looking good. Yeah, in general, they just felt good in general, and no longer having the hot flashes and the mood swings and all that type of thing. And they just felt more youthful. Aids in digestion. And Ayurvedic medicine, they've been using this for a long time to prevent ulcers and liver disease and kidney damage and all kinds of fungal and yeast infections, and really does a great job. It's very alkaline also, and I think we need more alkaline foods in our diet, and anytime you can take moringa, really good. Good for the thyroid, helps to balance the thyroid, which is important. Like I said, it helps with gastric ulcers if you get rid of the acid in the stomach, and also to heal the stomach because it has all these anti-inflammatories in it. Great for chronic headaches, seems to help with the chronic headache process. It has so many anti-inflammatories in it that helps with the headaches also. Helps with edema. If you have chronic edema, and this is a powerful anti-inflammatory and diuretic at the same time, really works great for edema. If you have stocking in your feet and pitting edema, really good, really nice for that. Also cancer, it has a niacin, which suppresses the development of cancer cells in the laboratory setting. So all these agents are really important to prevent cancer. You know, just like eggplant, in the outer edge of the eggplant, it has a really important agent which helps to prevent cancer also. And it's important getting all these antioxidants in. Also helps with diabetes, respiratory problems, cardiovascular problems, arthritis, obesity, even boost up our metabolism. Helps with preventing plaque production in our veins and arteries to prevent heart attacks, which is important. the liver. It actually protects the liver and reduces liver damage and fibrosis, and reverses that, actually helps to reverse that also. And oxidative stress in the whole body, and it helps the liver enzymes to become normal again. So if you have your liver enzymes going crazy, and the protein helps the liver to actually heal itself too. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, great for all kinds of skin problems, like I said before, and also for urinary tract infections and digestive problems in general. Great for asthma and COPD and bronchitis, because it actually uh, allows the bronchi to open up so we can breathe easier. And I tell you, I've read a lot of accounts of people taking Moringa who had COPD, and it's like it was a miracle drug for COPD, and it just allowed them to have their COPD just disappear. And I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing. And so I think that we shouldn't discount when somebody has an experience like that. I think it's very important that we listen to that. It protects against kidney disorders because of all the powerful antioxidants. It's great for eye health and helps to prevent breakdown of the retina and damage to like macular degeneration. So that's really important. It lowers blood pressure. And so if you have high blood pressure, which is going to lead to kidney disease, uh, it's important to get some moringa in there to lower down your blood pressure. And it actually prevents atherosclerosis also, which is thickening of the arteries, so that's important. The moringa flowers are really good because they improve the flow of milk for women who are breastfeeding, so that's very important. Moringa in general boosts up your energy and stamina. If you have, you're just dragging all the time, you know what I mean? I'm a herbivore. I just go out in the garden and start eating things. A little bit of this over here, this little plant over there, and I'm eating all these, and I always feel good. And I think that's a way to really stay healthy, is becoming and grow your own things as much as possible. Eat a little of this, eat a little of that, and wow, it's great. I was just having some rosemary this morning, eating a little bit of that, really nice. Also, it's a good detoxing agent, moringa is, and it helps to cleanse your blood and all the tissues of your body. It helps with depression and mood swings and all that type of thing, so it's really good for that too. Boosts up your immune system, like I said before, and so if you have one of these immune systems that are sluggish and you're not feeling good, you're catching colds and flus all the time, you want to take some moringa. You can get that powder, or you can even find it, I think, in liquids also. And also moringa oil is another thing. Also amino acid. This thing, moringa, has 20 different amino acids, from isoleucine to leucine to lysine to valine, and all these different wonderful amino acids. It's anti-aging because it has zeaxanthin, which is a cytokine, and they are known to actually prevent the aging in plants and in animals too, so that's really important. It's the moringa flower is a great diuretic, and that's also important if you happen to be holding water weight all the time and you want to get rid of that, couple of extra pounds that you're holding on to, or if you have edema. Skin healing, you can put some, if a minor scratch, you can put some moringa powder on there, and it's antibacterial, antifungal, and all kinds of things, and it will speed up the healing and actually help with clotting too. So that's really important. And stop the bleeding so that you don't bleed, which is really great. It's really great for malnutrition. There was actually a study done by, I think it was the USDA, and they found that in a moringa tree, if we planted it all over the planet, everywhere, we could stop people from actually starving to death. And I think that's really important. And it has a lot of fiber, but a lot of protein content also, which is really good. So we get the probiotics building up in our immune system, excuse me, in our gut, so we boost up our immune system. So this is a win-win situation, really great. It helps with anemia because it has lots of iron and copper, and we need that. And it's bioavailable iron, which gets into your system, which is important. Like I said, it helps with brain health, with serotonin, dopamine, and noradrenaline in the brain, and helps with the function of the brain in general. It lowers cholesterol, and just like oatmeal does, it has a lot of, these fibers are important for lowering cholesterol and LDL, or bad cholesterol, which is amazing. It helps with heavy metals, and especially arsenic. And so if you want to get arsenic out of your body, and I tell you, we have so much arsenic in the environment. It's in water, it's in the air, it's in our food, it's in everything. You can't get away from it. So it's important to get that arsenic out of our system, and all the other heavy metals that we got going on. You can buy it in a lot of different forms, in teas and powders and capsules and oils and tablets. Just about everything. And you can find it on Amazon and eBay, or any health food store will have Moringa around. And I think this is one of the greatest healing agents there is. And so if you're not really, into taking vitamins and stuff, this is a natural vitamin, mineral, protein supplement. Put it in your smoothies in the morning. Really good for that. And it really has no side effects. It might interact with some medications because it has so many antioxidants and proteins in it, but that really, I've never seen anybody have a bad adverse effect with Moringa whatsoever. So it is food, and you can use it as food in whatever way you want to. It's really great. And so, and the only thing I've ever seen happen with it, it saved lives, because people were starving to death, and I think that's really important. So if you really want to improve the quality of your life, I think Moringa is really great. And it's not that tasty. It's doesn't have really much taste to it at all. And so whatever you put it with, well, I actually make Moringa rice with this. Put it in soups and stews and curries and all kinds of things. And it works great because it doesn't detract from the flavor, and really nice. And especially taking it in this form and just sprinkling it over whatever food you have as a garnish, and it looks beautiful also. Really great. So here's to enjoying Moringa, and I think that you owe it to yourself to eat some Moringa on a regular basis. I think it's really important. And if you want to get a hold of me, my phone number is 831-869-9119. 831-869-9119. You can text me, or you can WhatsApp me with that. My email is drpaulhaider, that's drpaulhaider at gmail.com. That's drpaulhaider@gmail.com. All my consultations are free. I just want to help you in whatever way, shape, or form I can. And please subscribe and tell others. And please watch the little ads, because we get a few pennies and you do that, and I appreciate that very much. And if you care to make a donation, you can do that. Hit show more. Also, my contact information is down there. So have a wonderful day. And most of all, beyond everything else, remember one thing. I love you.